This episode is sponsored by Adorn Comfy Closet, where comfort, style, and satisfaction unite. Is it really that deep?
Not really, but we make it that way.
Well, let's casually talk about it.
Let's do it.
What's up, everybody? It's Ressie G, not Cardi B, but I still get to the money.
And I'm Oaklyn Jonas Galloway, a.k.a. OJ to OG.
And today we are going to have a conversation about love and lack thereof and
all the things in between?
I guess all the things in between.
Okay, this one is probably going to be a rough one for me.
Here we go.
This is probably going to be a rough one for me.
Well, let's get into the debate.
Word. Okay, so today's debate is going to be interesting because it really fits our dynamic. Me as a divorcee, you as someone who hasn't been in an official relationship before.
Shade.
I listen, I was trying to I was trying to give you a little room because you've done your dalliances.
You cooked me.
No, I mean you said it.
Just cooked.
Listen, what you've expressed to me as dalliances, I would express as relationships. But you told me you ain't got no exes.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay, well then shout out to Reese's exes. Drop that in the comments below. But today's debate is going to be a question of, should a person take relationship advice from somebody who's never been in a relationship before?
Okay.
Hit me.
You go.
You want me to go?
Relationship.
For me, I think it's circumstantial. I think that a person can analyze human dynamics and what makes people happy without actually experiencing the action of being in a relationship. I think that people can see what makes people happy, what makes them happy, and analyze individualistic behavior within a relationship more so than commenting on the actual relationship. Especially if the friend knows the person that they're talking to. Especially if that friend has known that person more or longer than the person that they're in that relationship with. Yeah. There's a perspective that they can add to that partner's eyes that they don't have. Just like the partner could add a perspective because they know the partner on a more intimate level that the friend doesn't know. You know what I mean?
Because the boyfriend will never know as much as the best friend.
Facts.
But I think that absolutely you can take advice. I give great advice. Because I see all the shit that y'all go through, okay? I see everything that y'all go through, and I say, okay, well, I'm going to make sure I don't do that. Okay, he did this, I'm going to do this. Oh, you? Okay, let me say, okay. Let me put this in my pocket for later.
Broiling.
Because the thing about it is, I think that single people have a vantage point. I think the problem mostly when it comes down to a single person having a vantage point is sometimes they forget all the knowledge that they just learned when they go into a relationship because they're so infatuated with who it is. They may have gotten love bombed and they're just head over heels.
I just went through that.
Okay, come on, love bombing. And they're head over heels with the person for that moment when they shouldn't be, to me, they shouldn't be right off the bat. What you should do is check this nigga out or this girl out, okay, and see what they're all about and see if they match up with you and can be a equal partner in your life, a co-pilot. But I think that, me personally, I love giving relationship advice. Because I'm always be for the person that I'm giving the advice for. I'm biased. I'm going to be biased. So if it's you, I'm going to be for you and I'm going to hold you accountable. If you're doing something wrong, be like, now, friend.
Right.
Now, you know that was wrong. But when we out in the public, I'll be like, is she right?
Okay, I don't give a damn if she wrong.
Yeah,
she right.
And then when we get in the car,
now you know better.
Now you know. I'm gonna hold you down though, girl. That's called being a good friend.
That's why we like. Okay.
But people say I can't keep friends, so.
Child, but so you can't keep friends that aren't friends.
That's not a friend.
Exactly. Because if they aren't friends, then they aren't friends to keep.
That's an oxygen maker.
There you go. Or taker, for that matter.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, though, I do think it's very interesting because, like, for me, I'm going to give you your flowers real quick because I wish I would have just listened to you and not dealt with the person that just love bombed me. Because you told me beforehand, you was like, hey, don't, friend, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but,
I did say that.
And then when the whole dinner with the parents thing happened, you were like, the fuck going on here? And I was like, well, they're making it really casual, right? And it's casual. And you were like, no. And, child.
Listen.
Yeah.
When you know more, you do more.
In fact,
when you know better, you do better.
And Lord knows, I'm gonna do a whole lot better.
There was so many signs with that one, though.
It was.
But see, this is the problem. As a single entity, and you think you know everything because you've been in a relationship, you didn't take my advice.
It's not even that. It was I registered the advice and just clocked it as it happened. So by the time that the issue happened, I already saw it coming.
Right.
Which is why when the shit happened, I wasn't affected.
Right. But you could have avoided that. You could have been with somebody.
I could have avoided that.
You could have been with somebody else's American bottom.
Sure.
Do you think that relationship advice should only come from people that have been in relationships? Comment below. Let us know what you think. And we'll be right back after we pay these bills.
Everybody, this is OJ the OG, but I still got the juice. And I wanted to tell you guys about Adorn Comfy Closet, where comfort, style, and satisfaction unite. For all of your comfy closet needs, make sure you go and place your order with Adorn Comfy Closet.
So, is it better to have loved and lost or never have loved at all? And it's so crazy because I have never loved at all.
And I have loved and lost.
And it's always an interesting dynamic between the two because I see people that have been in relationships and then I sit and I think to myself sometimes, I wish I had this or that or certain aspects. Like, in my mind, I like the idea and the benefits of a relationship.
Okay.
I don't know so much if I like nobody likes the drama that comes with it, but the complications I can do without. Like, I can do without the jealousy. I can do without the heterosexual normative or whatever you want to, with two men. Like, I could do without those things. Mm-hmm. But I do like the idea of having someone to support me when I'm working or to, hey, what you doing? Check on me. Oh, nothing. If I never get something to eat, I would just come over, I cook. You know, just like that spontaneous stuff where it's not all about sex. Like, just go over, cook, chill, fall asleep. You know, nothing like security in the emotional sense to me.
I agree, which is why I stand firm on I wish I would have, which is why for me, it's better to have never have loved at all. Because I can speak to the way that I approach dating now. I carry a lot of baggage. I carry a lot of baggage and I'm very restrained and I'm very pulled back and I'm not as open because it's like I tell you all the time. Like, I never want to fall in love again. Ever. Do I want to love somebody again? Sure. Do I want to have companionship again? Do I want to find a long-term relationship that, whatever, blah, blah, blah? Sure. But I don't ever want to be completely in love. And I don't want to feel that I never want to love somebody so much that I'm willing to sacrifice my I for a we. I'm willing to merge it together and create a whole new word and do a team. Mm-hmm. But we have to be able to balance the we with the I's. Because in my marriage, I gave up all of me for the sake of this. And I never want to do that again. Because as you see in our work relationship, I constantly am doing this.
But it's interesting because when I was dating someone, I liked the constant move of it all. And to your point, I did not like having to sacrifice my hustle, my celebrity, my notoriety, or whatever it is. Because I can vividly remember it was a full day of us being together. Like, it was a full work day. We had argued, got into a little argument or whatever, and met up to eat to fix it. So we ate, and he really started to irritate me really, really, really bad, to the point where I had to catch myself because I didn't want to raise my voice in a restaurant. And I asked him, I was like, you like this, don't you? You like just arguing so that you can make up? He was like, yeah. And I was like, oh.
This is over with.
Nigga, you gotta go.
You're toxic as
like,
fuck,
that
bro.
is very... Okay. And so I kept that, locked it away, and then we left from there. We went to the nail salon because I needed to get my nails done. He wanted to get his feet done. So, and then after that, it was time to eat again. And when we left from there, we walked over to the pizza place. And there was someone who saw me. Like, I guess they're either a viewer or follower or something like that. And they stopped me because they wanted to take a photo. That's what I did, and then you got to love on people because that's the right thing to do. And
Shake
just,
hands, kiss babies.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, I really like people that admire me or whatever, or support me. And, I like to hear people say, thank you for the work that you do, because it keeps me going. And so that's what that person was doing. And it was genuine energy. You could feel people's energy. Right. When I tell you that boy had the nastiest attitude, he was so upset that I had to stop and do my job. He was so upset. And I was just like, you know what? I walked in and he was standing in line just looking at the menu. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I said, okay, yeah. I just left.
That ain't this.
Sis. And I just had to go. But I think it's men. I think it's the men. I think it's the type of men nowadays, too, because it's like, when you dating, you going through a trial period. You're doing a 30-day free trial to see if you like the service or not. Yep. And if you like the 30-day free trial, then you go ahead and invest some money into it, whether it's $10.99 or $29.99 or $199 or $119. Then you continue to make that payment so that you continue to reap the benefits. People don't think like that.
Right.
What they do is just get the free account with Netflix and then close that account, get another email address, get another free account. Like, you can't continue to do...
That's the most incredible analogy.
You think about it.
Really cooked the fuck out of that.
Think about it.
You cooked that. Oh, you did that.
And it's like, that's what people constantly do. They just want to continue to do the free trial, the free trial, the free trial, the free trial. And every time they do the free trial, they're changing themselves to fit that. And then they never get anything out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say, it really goes back to what I say all the time. Like, people don't date. Like, there is no dating anymore. There's no courting. There's no getting to know each other. Like, hookup culture has replaced traditional dating. Because now it's not like, oh, you meet somebody, hey, let me get your number. We talk, we go out, we kick it. And if we like kicking it, then we kick it again. And then, it develops from there. Nowadays, it's you see somebody on an app, you swipe, you link, you message, you link. You know what I'm saying? And it's that. And it's, you get to know it. And if you like fucking somebody enough, you keep fucking them. And that means y'all together now.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't never understood that. Most of these gay boys out here outside today, they will have sex and then they in a relationship and you don't know the boy's last name. You don't know what his mama look like. You don't know his middle name. You don't know that he allergic to poison ivy. You don't, well, everybody allergic to poison ivy, but you know what I mean. It's giving, you act like a 5-year-old going through menopause. I don't know how. Bury that. And it's like,
I don't get that because it's like, I'll give you an example. Like, I've never... Me and my ex-husband, we had sex for the first time after our first breakup.
How long were y'all together before the first breakup?
Like 3-4 months.
And y'all didn't have sex?
No.
Why?
Just because he was just coming out of a relationship in his space, and I was coming off of a really abusive situation. And so neither one of us were looking for a relationship, but we came into this what We met at Job Corps. We were OTs. And so...
What's an OT?
An original trainee. That just means y'all like came in together. Y'all was in the same class.
Oh, okay.
And so we just were in the same space all the time. And we were just kind of like drawn to each other. Mm-hmm. Not to mention he had a fat ass. Well, has a fat ass. Hey, Wasman. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But
somewhere.
Well, I mean, it got me 13 years, didn't it? All right. Beyonce.
Okay, girl.
But like but I say all of that to say like we really were invested in getting to know each other. Like by the time I had sex with him for the first time, I damn near like I knew all of his teachers' names, I knew all of his exes' names. Like we knew like really actual significant shit about each other. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I've always approached people like that. Like I don't like, for me, the way that my sexual attraction tends to develop for people is they have to intrigue me mentally. You know what I'm saying? Lately, since I've been
considered pansexual,
a
scoop.
I could see a teaspoon. I could see a teaspoon because I'm open to dating trans women.
Okay.
I'm open to dating trans women, but I say a scoop or a teaspoon because I do have a genitalia preference. You know what I mean?
Penis.
Right.
Big. Cocky on it.
And a fat ass to match.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
in the words of Blanche Deverneaux, a wiki.
But, yeah, so I could see that, but, like, people have to intrigue me mentally. So, like, that's why me having a hoe phase or, like, me hooking up.
Hoe phase!
Every episode. That's why it's not going well for me. Because I, like...
Well, you're not a hoe. I mean, it's okay.
I ain't saying like I'm upset that it ain't going well, but I'm just giving context to why it's not going well.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nobody is like...
You was in a relationship for more than a decade.
Right.
You grew up in a relationship and now you got to grow up out of it.
And also the reason... And then on top of that, like...
good advice from a single person.
Very that. Very that.
Continue.
Pay attention, children. I just think that I don't know if there will ever be a person who will provide a safe enough space for me, or if I will give a person the opportunity. Let me take that back. I don't know if I will ever be able to allow a person the opportunity to provide me a safe space to be 100% myself again. I think that's part of the reason why breaking up with my husband hurt so bad.
Are you open to it?
I'm open to it, but I'm pessimistic.
Crazy thing, it's like, to me, I don't have any type of reservation with opening up to anybody because I don't know what it feels like to be in a relationship and then lose someone or have heartbreak. Don't know what it feels like. So it's like I walk into every situation, I'm just like, okay, let's see what happened.
Yeah.
What's that?
See, for me...
What we doing?
But
where we going? Africa?
Oh.
Just saying.
Clock your references, children. But I think for me, I'm open in two types of ways. Like, when it comes to just people in general, I'm an open book. I can talk about my life. I can talk about my past, my family, my relationships, like, easily. Like, it just doesn't, you know what I mean? But, like, when it comes to being, like, vulnerable with a guy, that's a whole different thing. Because I feel like I am my best man when I'm in a relationship.
Well, you probably only know your best man because that's all you have been in is in a relationship.
Right. Which is why I came out of my divorce like, okay, I'm willing to explore. I'm willing to, you know, go through a little moment, a little whole phase, if you will. Oh, I thought you were about to. Okay. But, you know, it's not working for me. But I don't know if I'm just like not that person or if I'm just so mentally blocking of that. I'm just like, I don't fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because then on top of that, like, these niggas ain't shit.
I mean, you can't expect for everything to come out right. You met your husband
I'm waiting on
out in the
one.
world, not on an app.
Right, but
That's the problem too. Like
but
a
the
lot
one
of
I met at
people,
my job wasn't shit either.
right? But
Well, the two I met at my job ain't shit either.
he was for them couple of nights.
I mean, he was alright.
Mm-hmm.
The
But I
boy was
mean,
alright.
I think that when you think about, I think people look for relationships on dating apps, and I hate that. I tell my best friend all the time, whenever he is interested in someone, you got to make them work for you, right? And then I see people on dating apps just give it away so easily and quickly. I mean, it's one thing to just have sex with someone, but like to actually, it's like a invitation into their person. Like you can't expect for someone that you don't know to all of a sudden get every single benefit from you.
Sure, but that's what I go. But like that's what I go to the apps for. Like I go to the apps when I'm ready to fuck, because I know that's what I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going there expecting to get a date or to find somebody I want to take on a date. You know what I mean? But the thing is, people want to engage in conversation with me, and then I get irritated because, like I told you before, people want to approach me on some less fuck shit, and then want to treat me like I'm a nigga after the fact. That's why I'm like, this whole face shit ain't working for me, because I'll take responsibility for myself. I approach people in a certain type of way because I come from a generation where you kicked it with people before you dated them. When you approach somebody in the DMs like you want to link and sneaky link and do all the fuck shit, figuratively and literally. But then when you get in a person's space, it's, oh, you want to chill and cuddle and watch some, and you want to roll up. Oh, you want to play. And you know,
Playhouse.
I'm a Southern man. I love food. So like
Playhouse.
that. But then when I'm myself, like I'm a natural, like gentleman type dude. Like, okay, like I'm a chill. I'm a, whatever. I'll bring you a blunt. Whatever.
Who was that?
What?
Who was that just then?
What you mean?
Chill, like, who was that? Where do we go?
I don't know. Mommy, where is Trina from?
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna always be team. Get your information from where you need to get it from when it comes down to your relationships. And I think that single people can give effective information to a person that has been in a relationship or has not been in a relationship. And I am team. I'm okay with the whole never loved at all. Until I do. I mean, I wouldn't know how to. Maybe we can revisit this relationship. Revisit this conversation after I get into a relationship. Maybe.
I feel a lot. It's like I told you today. I feel like you're gonna get married before I get married again.
I hope it's to a rich man.
I believe, but see, that goes back to what you were saying earlier about people not being able to adapt to your type of lifestyle. It's not necessarily your lifestyle. It's the type of person that you're dating. Because Nene Leakes spoke to that in her conversation with Carlos King, when like she was like, I'm only going to be able to date somebody from now on who has more money or success than me, because I don't have time for a man to be coming to me and being like, who do you think you are, going out and doing this? Oh, you think you're hot shit because you're da 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 da. If he has more success than me, then he's not going to be intimidated by me going out and getting my bag, because he already got his.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not your lifestyle that's the issue. It's who's able to handle it and who's not. And clearly that was the red flag. Like, if he's intimidated by your greatness, then one, he ain't shit, and two, he damn sure ain't shit for you.
And you should just stay single.
Which is part of the reason why I got divorced.
Period. Just be single until you got it. I think I always live by fill your cup up before you can pour from it. I believe in that. I receive that all day, because you cannot pour from an empty cup.
I'm filling my cup up with projects right now. I'm working.
It's getting full. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Should you, A, love, B, okay with loss, or C, never love at all? Comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure that you catch us back on our next episode of Casually Deep.
Thank y'all.